Hughes led the way with a big offensive night the last showdown against them. Scheifele's like a hitting machine when he's out there, and he showed that the last meeting. It's grudge match night here at the rink, and two great stars leading the charge, and it's going down next. Centers both set to dig on in, and we are about ready to go. The Kraken have established possession here early in this one as they win the draw. Puck scooped up by Nurse. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. Quick feed down low. Sends one up to Laine. Gains the zone from the right side. Centering feed! What a chance, but that goes off target off a body in front. With the backhander! How did he stop that one?
I absolutely love this save, James. I mean, the shooter's in a point-blank range, right in that low slot, and it's just taken away. Grand larceny.
Tries to feed it over to Scheifele. She handles the pass. Takes it in front. Oh, misses the net. What a chance to break this one open.
And he usually scores from that area, and he doesn't capitalize. He's set in tight, good positioning, just puts it wide.
Greenway swooping in on the attack. Poked away in the defensive end. Feeds the puck to Seider. They go on the attack from the left side. To his teammate. And that's intercepted by Hannon. And now it's grabbed by Hamilton. Goes right to the crease. Tremendous stop by Wolf.
Well, goaltenders are the last line of defense for a reason, and this time, he bails his team out.
Sends it in front. And that's intercepted. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. Here's a shot. That's gloved by Wolf.
I love how aggressive he plays the shooter on the inner slot here, James. He knows that he's got to take away the net, so he gets out and challenges to make the save.
More than half the period has expired. Still no score in this one. Trochier's won the faceoff, and now let's see what they can do. From the top of the offensive zone here. Trochier's looking to make something happen here in the corner. Huge steal in his own end. And he takes the pass. Moves it around along the half wall. Off a stick, and they can't connect. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. And both centers glide into the dot as a face-off set to resume. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Miller's going to play it to the corner. Oh, and a misfire as that goes right out of the zone. Handles the pass. Slides it over to Fantilli. Here's a chance, sends it in front. From the left side, they gain the zone. Avoids the poke check. Picked off by Miller. From center, they get into the attacking area. Seider's got the puck. There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after the goalie covers up. Here in the late goings of the period, we've still got zeros on the board. The Americans win the draw on their own end. Seneke's got it on the offensive end. Oh, he got all of that. What a save by Wolf.
What a fantastic save from a high-danger scoring area, James. And, I mean, he's bailing his team out. They have to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice.
Puck is dropped, and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. And he passes it up ahead to Thompson. Look at this, 2-on-1. Feeds it over. Blocked with a capital B, ending that rush. Rantanen's taking the puck behind the net. Backhander. Oh, what a stop by Sorokin. Well, the play might come to an end for a few minutes at the end of this period, but the coaching never stops. I'm sure there'll be a few messages and a few words, and we'll be back with period number 2 in no time. Well, let's see what period 2 has in store for us as they are about to drop the puck. Both teams still feeling each other out as we are scoreless here to start the second. Well, we've seen a pretty good sample size already played thus far. Cheryl, your assessment.
No one really being instinctually aggressive out there, James. Everyone just making sure that they're in good defensive posture. But when you're in that kind of structure, sometimes you don't jump when the loose puck is there for the taking and you don't get going north. As a result, there haven't been many shots in this game, and I gotta say, it's not very entertaining.
And that's intercepted by Kairu. Moves it to the middle. Centering feed. And he elects not to shoot and will hang on to the puck. Moves it to Sider. From point blank. Big stop by the goaltender right in front.
And this is a dialed-in goaltender, very aware, knows...
Scores! Off the one-timer, a beaut.
Well, he's set up with a perfect pass, but he gets lost in coverage, gets all of that one. Perfect weight transfer and executes with a beauty. Well, the key to passing is also knowing the receiver, and he has an uncanny ability to know exactly who he's passing to and the wheelhouse, where they're blade, and how they're going to get it off effectively. I mean, he's incredible when it comes to distribution.
Puck picked up by Bouchard. Pushes it across to Hughes. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Skates in behind the cage. Quick feed to Hughes. Here's an opportunity in front of the net. And he makes the easy save. Rips it.
Wow.
He scores! One times it into the back of the net.
Well, he gets all of this one-timer, doesn't he, James? I mean, his one leg is almost on the ground as he bears down and lets it rip.
You gotta love those teammates that just continually perform in those big games, Cheryl.
Well, yeah, when the pressure is on, they deliver. I mean, just look at the stat sheet. He is a point-per-game player against this rival opponent, James, and you know that there's a level of urgency to his game. He brings everyone around him, and they rally towards the fight.
Wolf's gonna hang on for the whistle here. It's been a ho-hum night for him.
Well, it really has. He hasn't been tested, but it is a close game, and he's got to come up big. He has to stay dialed in and focused in this one.
Still lots of time left here in this frame, and it's a 2-0 hockey game. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Icing being waved off here.
Well, that's great hustle and anticipation to be able to get to the hash marks first, James.
And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. Across the line. Moves the puck. And that's picked off in the neutral zone by Subban. Excellent stick work on the play. Puck grabbed by Hamilton. Taken along the wall by Hannon. The Kraken have taken over in the neutral zone. Here's a shot. Oh, you might call that friendly fire as it goes off one of his teammates. And another save.
Well, goaltender has to be able to anticipate the play, and he does just that. Gets square to the shooter in the low slot and makes the save.
Past the halfway mark of this period, 2-0 is the score. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Makes the save with the glove. Puck is frozen, and we'll get a face-off. And we're moments away from getting back underway here with the puck drop. And they take possession here in the offensive zone, and time to go on the attack. The Kraken have control of the puck. Picked up along the boards by Thompson. Moves the puck along the half wall. Moves inside! Taken by Rantanen. From along the boards, moves the puck ahead. Here's a short pass to Thompson. Loses the coverage there. Picked up along the wall by Tarasenko. On the attack along the boards. The one-time blast! Puck scooped up by Stankoven. Sider's got the puck and he's walking the blue line. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Gives them nothing in front. And there's the horn. 2 down, 1 more to go. Both teams will get a chance to catch their breath and get ready for a big third period next. And they are ready to drop the puck on period number 3. And this one's underway here in the third. And now it's over to Line. Keeps possession on the play. Carlson's gained the line and on the attack. Scheifele's moving the puck through his own zone. He takes a moment to backtrack but maintains possession. And he takes the feed. Quick stop by Wolf.
Well, these are the saves when you know that your goaltender is dialed in, James. The ability to get to the top of the crease and be square to the shooter, that's a great save.
We're still in the early stages of this period. 2-0 is where we sit. Lindros wins the draw on their own end. Seider's got the puck in his own zone. The Americans go to work on offense. The Kraken have gained possession. The Americans have it against the wall. Hammers it on net. Oh, and it goes off the glove, and he keeps it out. Picks off the pass. Steps inside the attacking zone down the left wing. Scores! That's 3 in a row!
Oh, it's so much easier when you're running in the game and your opponent is chasing, and that's exactly what's happening right now. What a goal. I'm surprised he didn't snap his twig in half after that snapper there, James. I mean, the force at which he bore down with, it's incredible how much power he can get from his wrist and transfer of weight.
The Kraken have continued this onslaught here in period number 3.
They've steamrolled their opponent from start to finish, and they've been consistent right through this third period, James. If they can continue this push, they're going to ride this one home.
Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Stones him in front. The shot! Oh, tremendous reflexes with the glove by Sorokin!
He's got such a deceptive shot. I mean, he can disguise it at will. Pulls it into his body, rolls a wrist, gets it off in a hurry, but the goalie makes a save.
We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. It has been a one-sided affair. 3-0 is where we sit. And they take possession here inside the offensive zone. And that's poked away. Oh, and there's a great save by Sorokin.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
Comes up with a big stop. Icing is the call. We'll get a face-up at the other end. More than half the frame has been played here. 3-0 is where we sit. One team really enjoying this night, the other, not so much. And now it's grabbed by Hamilton. Through the neutral zone, up along the wing. And that's a smart heads-up play by Rantanen. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Oh, what a stop on the play. Gets all of it with the paddle. Plus it denies him in front. And he denied that opportunity. Angles it over to Trottier. The Kraken have the puck in the neutral zone. Thompson's got it across the line. Slides it diagonally to Hughes. Scores! No, hang on. They're waving it off here just like that.
Yeah, no way this is going to count, James. This is definitely goaltender interference.
I know they didn't like the non-goal call, but the show must go on here. Here we go with a face-off. And they've got the puck after that neutral zone face-off. Up the neutral zone now. Here they come on the attack. Scheifele's got it in the corner. Tees him up. He scores! That's how you put it in the back of the net.
Well, he gets lost in coverage here, but it's absolutely a perfect pass distributed right on a tee to him in his wheelhouse, and he finishes it off. Coaches are always harping on pass execution. Well, this is a clear example. When the pass is crisp and it's on the tape, it's on the money, it finds the back of the net.
The Kraken have to be pleased with their effort here. They continue to attack offensively in the third.
This is a feel-good game, James, and you have to embrace these type of games. They don't always happen when everyone's got it working for themselves. They're communicating, they've got good habits, and they're filling the net.
Through the neutral zone and into the offensive end. Siders hauled down, penalty on the way. And the play is whistled dead. Here's the call.
Now, the penalty has been called, James, and it's not really going to factor in the outcome. This game is already over.
Well, this gives us our first chance to take a look at the team's power play unit.
Well, first power play of the game, James. You want to start with possession and look to get shots to the net. It is the tone setter.
And he gets all of that one as it was teed up with the slapper, but he turns it aside. Looks like there's a delayed penalty being called here by the officials. There's the whistle, and here's the call.
Every once in a while, you just have this kind of night, and you just don't have it, and shift after shift, nothing goes right.
Setting up for the face-off with a lengthy 5-on-3 here.
With all this time on the 5-on-3, yes, you can be more patient, but you don't want to get lulled to sleep on the outside. You have to move the coverage a little bit outside of the middle of the ice to be able to open up those lanes and execute.
In front, and a stoppage on the play as the goaltender covers things up. Scheifele's ready for the draw as they will continue to try to kill off this penalty. They win the face-off here in their own end and take possession. Feeds it to Bouchard. The Americans will play it in their own end. Cutting to the slot. The Kraken have the puck in their own end. Quick pass across to Tarasenko. Centering feed. And another pass. Oh, and he keeps it here. Oh, it's denied by Sorokin. Moves it quickly over to Scheifele. Takes the feed. Broken up with the stick in the defensive zone. Bouchard's got it in the defensive end. Chance in front. Can't connect the play. And they're going to be short-handed once again, much to the chagrin of these fans. What is that? Is that 3 in a row now?
Yeah, that's 3 in a row. You got it. And the fans certainly don't like it, but it's not up to them, is it? But now they're back to the PK. So difficult to get any kind of flow in a game when you're marching to the penalty box.
Big opportunity coming up with a 5-on-3 man advantage. Nicht has won the draw. On the one-timer. Can't get it to go. Puck picked up by Subban. And he hangs on to the puck. Oh, he needed to make that save. And one last save. And this one's in the books. And not only with the W, he also gets the shutout in this one, Cheryl. Strong effort defensively.
Well, a great effort, and he was the last line of defense and really tracked well. And in particular, he anticipated the play, made some great reads. And what about his rebound control?